Hey everybody, and welcome back to Droobz Vids. And today we need to talk about the channel's monetization money. So it's no secret that we have ads on the channel, and I do get monetization money from those ads. And I've been kind of keeping a secret from you guys. And you know what? Initially, I wasn't gonna make this video in the studio. I was actually gonna go, walk around and stuff and make the video, but the weather kind of crapped out on me. So this video is not really gonna say how much I get for monetization. I mean, it's nothing to live on, quit my day job, or anything like that. So just so you guys know, but I do save that monetization money. You know, I'm like a squirrel in the wintertime, just saving up nuts, just trying to get something better. And that's exactly what I had planned for you guys. So I saved that monetization money and I purchased a new camera. And this is not it, as you guys could tell. I've always been filming on a smartphone, even up till now, and I'm still filming on the Galaxy S10 here, Samsung. And don't get me wrong, it looks great, but I kind of wanted something dedicated for the studio and, just out and about. I did a ton of research on cameras and I had my mind made up as to what I really wanted. And it kind of came down to I didn't want a full frame camera because those are pretty large. So it would have to be an APS-C sensor or a Micro Four Thirds sensor. And I had a few cameras on the list as to which ones I wanted to get. So I did a mass amount of research on those. When it came down to it and clicking that buy now button, I actually completely flipped the switch, changed my mind, and bought another camera that was new and didn't have a whole lot of reviews out. I took a chance, bought that camera, and just to let you guys know, it was a Fujifilm X-T200, and just looking at it on paper, and it had everything you needed. It had a little flippy screen, so you could see yourself while you're filming, frame your shot, everything like that. Fantastic, because on my phone I do film with the rear camera just because it looks better. So this camera had a flippy screen, 1080p, 4K ability. It did have recording limits, so we'll get into that in a minute. And it also had an audio jack for external microphones, which I would like to continue using my Rode Video Micro, which I use now. And we'll also get to that in a little bit. So there's a few more things I need to explain for you guys. Yeah, so I took all my monetization money and I bought that. With my own money, I bought a few other things to improve the channel. We're going full on here as far as studio goes. I bought sound dampening panels, I bought a boom stand, and yeah, so I got a lot of stuff to set up. So anyways, I started doing a bunch of tests here with the Fuji, and man, the image quality is fantastic. Really like the Fuji colors. It just looked amazing. Like, just the pictures I took, I was like, wow, really impressed. Can't wait to do video on this. So last week I was making videos for the channel, and yeah, I ended up having to scrap them all. And the main reason I had to scrap them all was because the audio was so bad. I spent another $200 on another microphone. I bought a Zoom H1N to bypass the camera preamps and everything, and yeah, it just still wouldn't come out right. It still sounded terrible. And I finally figured out it's the actual autofocus, which, I would like to have on, that was making this noise. And all the test footage and videos I made, I did delete, except for one. I did save some footage, so I'll go ahead and play that for you guys right now. It's a little dry, just so you know, but yeah, this is me kind of testing the audio as well as the autofocus, because I thought the autofocus was going to be really good, but it ended up not being so great. Are you going to focus? There, you tap. There we go. So I gotta tap the focus. Yeah, fantastic. And then it focuses back, and then look right there, focuses. Okay, then I remove, focus. Go in, focus. So yeah, I mean, just watching that clip, you could hear that noise. That's the autofocus. And before that, all I got was a ton of white noise, and I got a ton of like robotic burbles on the noise floor. So, I was really disappointed in how it all went. This was my first camera. This was supposed to be the one. This was supposed to be the one that took the channel to the next level, as far as quality and audio goes, and it just didn't work out that way. So if you guys know, cameras aren't cheap, and I was really, really disappointed because all the money that I made from the channel I put into this, so you guys have better quality content, and it ended up not working out. And unfortunately, the seller I did email asked about it, and they said they do have a pretty steep restocking fee. I think it was like right around 50%. And I was just like, wow, I was kind of blown by that. So I ended up selling the camera. So that's gone. I was lucky enough to be able to find someone to buy the camera. I explained to them what the camera I think should be used for, and they were perfectly fine with that. So that's happening there. And I'm recouping some of my money from that, and I ended up selling a few pops off. So now I'm able to go ahead and purchase one of the cameras that I did a ton of research on that I know will work. That should be in a couple of days, because I had like all these really cool ideas for some new series on the channel that, you know, I think you guys would enjoy, that you probably didn't know that you wanted to happen. But yeah, I mean, we're talking, I got everything. First, I got a new tripod, got the boom mic stand. I was just waiting on my 10-foot extension cord so I could boom the mic actually over here, because I really like the Rode Video Micro. It's a fantastic microphone, and you know, when I go out and about and I'm filming with the phone, you know, I bring it with me. It's just real easy to carry around. But the main reason I did want the camera was not only elevate the channel quality and all that, but also because, I don't know, I just kind of don't want to film with the phone anymore, especially if I'm out and about and, you know, an area I'm not sure of. And, you know, if someone were to swipe my phone, it's unlocked. So all my information is gone. So if I have my camera and somebody steals the camera, you know, okay, camera's gone. Yeah, that's a lot of money, but it's not all of my money. It's not all of my information that, you know, most people keep on their cell phones. And yeah, you know, I had like all these new lights to set up and stuff. Like, as you guys see, I kind of took down some of the LED lighting over here, put a new light up, and I was actually gonna post on Instagram what that is, but it's a Viltrox light, and it was like 30 bucks on Amazon. It's fantastic, full RGB, and it runs off a little battery pack, so it's rechargeable. But yeah, guys, I kind of took a little bit of a financial loss as far as the first camera I bought, you know, kind of sucks. I mean, I really do blame it on myself, because realistically, I went out of what I researched. I saw this Fuji and I was just like, wow, that's has everything. Even had USB-C, which was fantastic, and I was just like, wow, this is it. This is the one. You know, this is going to be fantastic for everything I need it for. And turns out it was fantastic for just one of the things, which was pictures. You know, I didn't have a huge list as to what I wanted, and I sacrificed some stuff to go with the Fuji. And the main thing I sacrificed was IBIS, which is in-body image stabilization. So that way, if I'm out and about, you know, it's not all shaky footage and stuff, because it did have electronic stabilization, which wasn't too bad, but it did have some weird warpy stuff going on in the background. Yeah, I mean, not to bash on the Fujifilm X-T200. If you did buy it, you know, I hope you're happy with it taking pictures. Definitely not a camera I would recommend for video use. So, I mean, it's really, like I said, it's my fault, because I went with a company that's notoriously good for photography. And, you know, at that price point, you're not going to get good video. I'm not saying that there aren't good cameras out there at that price point to give you good video, but they're more tried and true, tested for video by a bunch of people. And that's actually one of the cameras I ended up picking up. I'll show you guys when I do get it in. Like I said, it should be here in a day or so. So hopefully that comes in. Best Buy had a rocking deal on it. I'm pretty jazzed to get that in, because, you know, this whole mess like really kind of just took all the steam out of myself, and I just really didn't feel like making videos, and I didn't feel like working on the studio. I still got lights to put up. I still got the sound panels to put up. So yeah, I mean, it was just kind of really just, it really just hit me hard, because I saved that money and it just, you know, just went away. It was really bad. Yeah, guys, I mean, I was just super excited for this thing, just to be let down by it. But now that I got the camera that I know is going to work, I'm excited for that to get here so I can actually put that into production. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was kind of an update video, more or less. But yeah, guys, so the new videos, I got a couple more coming out this week for you guys. So definitely be on the lookout for those. One is actually something that you're really going to want to see. Actually, both, in my opinion, especially if you enjoy the newest series where I'm buying anime figures. I got another video of that coming out. But then there's one coming out, it should probably be out on Saturday, talking about Funko Pops and collecting them. So you guys may know what it is about already. You guys may not. But it's something I definitely need to get out there. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. I mean, there's not really much else to say here. You know, bought this camera and it was, got my hopes up. It got my hopes up and let me down. And I don't know, you know, what to say about that, especially because, you know, whenever you take a financial loss on something, it really sucks, you know, especially when it's something you're really excited for, but it's just, it happens sometimes. And, you know, thankfully I was able to recruit most of it. And, you know, I did have to part ways with a few pieces in my collection. And the last thing I want to say is, don't get me wrong, Fujifilm does make some excellent cameras. The lower end ones, like the one I got, is not really catered to video. If you want that next step for video for Fujifilm, you're going to have to, you know, break into that $1,500 and up range. They just released the X-T4, which is apparently really, really good for video. Like I said, when I get the new camera, if you guys want to see an unboxing of it and all that, let me know down in the comments below and I could do that. But, you know, if not, I'm just going to set it all up, get everything set up, and start doing my test and get that done as quick as possible so I could start filming with a new camera. Hopefully have videos out next week with it. So yeah, guys, that's it for the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.